Welcome to the Floating Head Chronicles. This is Monday's edition. Back at it with Gabby Petito. Going over that 3-part Netflix series that just dropped. This has stirred up a lot of controversy and a lot of conspiracy theories because everybody loves a good conspiracy theory. I do as well. Now, upon watching this, I was trying to break down a timeline because I found something very interesting. Now I'm just putting my head over the address here because I'm not about doxing, even though we can't stand Roberta Laundrie, and we know she is more involved than she ever will admit to. We're just hoping that providing all of these documents and theories will help somebody actually do their job and get to the bottom of what Roberta was doing, especially here on 8/6 of 2021 when she called in to Camping World of Fort Myers to purchase a used or new camper for one. This was a 2018 Coleman Lantern. You could look up the stock number down there. So my girl thought this was strange because she said, we got this request 8/6. It never went anywhere besides just this request. So I don't know if she called around. I don't know what else Roberta did. You're going to have to ask her. And obviously, she don't want to talk to nobody about anything important like getting answers for the Petito family. But anyways, I want to bring this out into the air. Now, my girl worked at Camping World, so she sent me that because this has been bothering her this whole time. Shout outs to Jessica. I'm going to tag her because she deserves the credit because she worked there when this call came through. Now, if you look at the dates here, July 2nd is when her and Brian left on their cross-country trip. So they already had that little van that they had turned into, a camper type situation we already saw. Now, if you fast forward to August 25th, that was her last known Instagram post. August 30th, her mom got that text message saying no service. And September 1st is when Laundrie returned back to his house. And then September 11th is when the family had reported her missing. But, so 8/6, again, Roberta had called to try to get a one-person camper, the Coleman 17RD, on 8/6. They left in July. Her last Instagram post was on August 25th. There's like a 3-week gap where Roberta was already looking for a one-person camper. What was the purpose of purchasing that if everything was good? Were you using that camper for him to get away? Was this already a plan in motion? Did you already know something was going on or something already happened at this point? Because she didn't make a purchase here. But did she call around to other places and find something because they didn't have the one she wanted? So she went looking for somewhere else. Those are questions that we all have. I also find it odd that when Brian was on his trek back to the house, that's a lengthy trip. Yet nowhere has documented him at a gas station filling up that van. So he didn't fill up gas the whole time home. I figure if that was documented anywhere, somebody's cameras would pick it up because they have CCTV footage everywhere. They would have seen somewhere on that route back. So he didn't need to fill up. The sister stated that he flew back to the house. So what happened with the van? They got it towed back? Did Roberta drive it back? Did somebody else drive it back? They didn't stop and get gas anywhere? That would have been reported, right? Because this was like a missing person alert with all the information, her plates and everything. So it would have been able to get picked up. Everywhere else, people had documented that van and there was video footage or some sort of proof. So a little over a month later, she's looking for a one-person camper. It was not like she's trying to get one for the whole family. What was the purpose of that, Roberta? I swear this lady just digs these holes that just don't make any sort of sense. And nobody even thinks to question and ask these things to her. Like, why were you doing that? Even if you're a camping family, wouldn't you want more space than just one person, singular A camper? What do you know, Roberta? Because we know that Brian talked to you. We know that you got an attorney shortly after that 55-minute conversation you had with him. It was 15 minutes after you guys got off the phone that the attorney had contacted. And this is crazy to me that you, 3 weeks prior, were already looking to purchase a single camper. Did you get him out of the country? Did you find a camper? Were you able to find one and you got him out? So when you said that he was at your house, he wasn't there at all. He was already on a camper somewhere else. I just have these theories. This is a conspiracy, guys. Just my brain, because I'm just trying to put these like pieces together and the math ain't mathin'. Roberta, why is nobody questioning you? I don't care if you were civilly sued and lost. I don't care if you paid the Laundries money or whatever, the undisclosed amount or whatever happened there, because they deserve justice for their kid. They're never going to get that. And some sort of settlement is better than nothing at all, because it still costs them everything else. They lost everything. No one feels bad for the Laundrie family whatsoever. Then it just brings us back to the parents were the ones that located Brian's remains. Remember, there wasn't really any remains. It was just teeth. There was the bones, and it was decomposed in that short period of time. 3 weeks went by or whatever that they were looking for him, and the family magically finds that dad just stumbles upon it. Not the cops, not the cadaver dogs, not anybody in the search party, but the parents. And that is suspect. The teeth, you were able to confirm from a family member that the dental records matched, and you were able to say that was Brian's remains. Did you test did anybody test the bones? Like, where did these bones come from? If there was anything, what else was there? Because I have so many questions here that are not making sense. And it's like, okay, did nobody else question these things? Did the cops not find it very odd that, granted, we don't know, and I think they were protecting the Petito family, or like, just in general, because she was a victim. They didn't really talk about Gabby. They just said she was in the same position they believe that she passed in, and it looked staged. But they didn't say that her body was found as bones. That would have been more, alerting to the rest of the people. And I think I wouldn't question the fact that Brian, in a swampy conditions, was decomposed, but she, in desert conditions and vultures and everything else, was not. I'm just saying, somebody needs to seek justice for this girl. I'm so tired of the fact that these are so obvious of the Laundries being involved, and the rest of the world is just like, what? How is nobody looking? How was no charges brought upon them? I mean, remember the missing pew? They had a pew that was missing. They didn't think to bring that up. Oh, and Brian was missing. Didn't think to bring that up. Oh yeah, he's been gone. Like, what? Like, how are they not held responsible for their actions? Because they are an accomplice. I don't care what nobody says. Roberta helped her son get away. I do not think that that man is dead. And it would not shock me if he shows up somewhere else. So apparently the sleuths need to sleuth around more, because this story is not resolved until we find out Roberta's actions. I know if it was my kid, I want some closure, and I feel bad for Nikki. She does not have that. That family does not have any closure for that beautiful soul. Look at her. Rest in peace to Gabby Petito. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Have a good day.